And a good day, all of you. Jean Henderson Pierre, the Beverage Ramble, back again with you. Another Beverage Ramble edition today. We're doing a Stouts, Terrapin, Wake, and Bake Coffee Imperial Stout. So, I don't know. My throat just kind of got a little hoarse here, but coffee oatmeal Imperial Stout, I should say. I still got a little hoarse. I don't know why, but it just did. But I'll take care of that as soon as I can. But 9.4% ABV. This is from our friends at Terrapin, now under the guidance of our friends at MolsonCoors, of course, the same people that own Coors and Keystone and Miller, all those great beers. So here it is. Here's what the beer looks like. So I really didn't do anything today. I went to the gym, worked out for a little while, and came back, and I don't know. First got a little hoarse. But I will heal myself as I usually do. So anyway, here's what the beer looks like right here. This is a collaboration with Terrapin and a coffee shop that's based in that area called Jittery Joe's in Athens. So the headquarters, of course, of Terrapin is in Athens, known for the High Five IPA and the Lua Lounge Tropical IPA and a few other beers. If you look at my channel, I've done quite a few stuff from Terrapin. So here it is, nice frothy Imperial Stout. As it says in the can, a blend of coffee to produce a robust and flavorful beer. But I'm sure there's more than just coffee in this. I'm sure they're using other flavors in this Imperial Stout. So it's 9.4%. I know it's not in bourbon barrels for sure. So if it did, it would be, hey, if bourbon barrels, I'll say, yeah, sure, I'm definitely down with that. But oatmeal stouts. Let's see. What oatmeal stout? I did Dry County. I've done, of course, Samuel Smith Oatmeal Stout. I think I've done a couple of others before that, but something escapes me. But anyway, smells good. Let's have at it. Cheers. Cheers. Definitely don't feel no bourbon barrel, but definitely does get a little kick to it with the booze. This was released in late November, December of 2022. Now we're in 2023. So, of course, I'm sure there's going to be a limited release of this. I looked on the website. I don't see it. But if you go to the shop.terrapin.com site, you will see their stuff there. So. The freak is this? Someone left their shit there. Anyway, a friend of mine's coming to visit. Me in a couple of days. I have done some things to get the place looking decent, but I got a lot of stuff here. Yeah, I got a lot of shit here I got to go through and trash, but it's a daunting task. Who eats spam? Soup. Anyway, getting back to the beer. Yeah, I get distracted, people. So get used to some of my. If you've just joining me now, see any of my previous videos, I do get distracted, going on a bit of a tangent. So, in any event, coffee flavor is definitely there. There's a little hint of caramel and a slight bit of chocolate in this stout, slightly. Not too bad. But also there's probably a couple of maybe some brown sugar flavored. When you that type of coffee that you add a little brown sugar to it. Um, I know my grandmother, being a proud, my mom and my grandmother, both grandmothers, both of them. Um, One is no longer with us. My mom's mom is no longer with me. But my dad's mom's still here. God bless her. She's 98. Will be 98 this year. um, um, they like to use coffee flavor. Sorry, y'all. Gotta get this thing cleared. Um, a little evaporated milk and a little bit of brown sugar to give it a nice little sweet flavor. And that's kind of what I'm getting. Like there's a little creaminess, the evaporated milk, add a little brown sugar or a little slight, whatever they're using to this, but it just makes this stout really good. 9.4%. And again, it's not boozy, very creamy. It's kind of light, but it's light, not heavy, very light. But for 9.4%, this is okay. 9.4% beer, you think something would be a little more heavy, but this is very light at all. So if it was another Imperial Stout that might have a little bit of booziness to it, maybe being stored in a barrel, kind of aged, then maybe you will feel this. Maybe I could age this. Since it is in a can, this could be aged, for another 4 or 5, 2 years, 3 years, and then take it out. My brother, who I gave a year ago, gave that decadent, that pontoon raspberry flavored a year and a half ago. That decadent stout. Um, um, he hasn't opened it yet. I'm kind of scratching my head and say, bro, you haven't opened this. I know when are you going to? So, go figure. And um, strong coffee. I love coffee. I do drink coffee. Maybe every morning I go to work, or not here. If I have guests here, I'll make some coffee. But most times when I'm at work, I would definitely buy a can. I'll definitely buy that good coffee, the good Mexican Colombian coffee I have in my cabinet. But on the weekends, sometimes I will make a cup or two. But majority of the time, I will definitely have maybe at work, maybe like 2, 3 cups a day. And that should kind of hold me over. My mom's always telling me, "You're too jittery. You don't need to be drinking this." There goes the name, Jittery Joe. People behind this stout. So, Terrapin also has another stout called the Moohoo Chocolate Stout, and they also do a white chocolate stout as well. Um, but I don't know, it never really is did the Moohoo, which I thought was pretty decent. But 9.4%, this is really good. Um, for those who don't, who like their stouts not too boozy, some of those other stouts that we all know, the 1050s of the world, the Old Rasputin, also is not boozy, but 1050, KBS, obviously, the founders, KBS, CBS, or the breakfast stout, or even the New Holland, or the Left Hand. Yeah, this is probably be for you or some of the other local craft brewers that does these imperial. So they may be stored in a bourbon barrel or aged in a barrel, that has whiskey and all that stuff and has all that residue. Then yes, cask. Then this would be for you. Those are for you. But for those who don't like that, would be right. This one here would be right up your alley. Good flavor. Again, slight amount of chocolate, slight flavor chocolate, but mostly it's all coffee. It has a little sort of that evaporated milk and a little brown sugar. Kind of makes it and it kind of shake it around, make it a little nice, little creamy. If you've been to any coffee shop, to the Cafe Du Monde in New Orleans, you understand what I'm saying. And this is the same coffee that my mom and my grandmother, both of them, my one grandmother, rest in peace, the other one still living. This would be right up your alley. So this is really good. Um, yeah, this will definitely wake you up, make you feel like, hey, I'm ready to challenge the world and do more. Hey, let's get it going, people. So I'm gonna go the same score. I think this is a 9.4 for me. This is an A. Um, yeah, this is an A all the way. So Terrapin did a really good job on this one. So check it out. The Terrapin Wake and Bake Coffee Oatmeal Imperial Stout. Very well done by them. If you're in Athens or anywhere, check it out. Buy their stuff. You may like it, but I would say a good percentage of you will like this stout if you like stouts, which is perfect this time of year right now. We're still in the winter months, so there you go. That's my score. Sean Anderson, Pierre, the Beverage Rambleton. Keep on watching. As always, cheers, live, laugh, and love. Wake and bake Imperial Coffee Stout. I like it. Yes, I do.